I'll be using this lovely Arches aquarelle pad, spiral bound. It's A3 size. I've got a blank sheet of paper here. I'm going to try and find a spot that's not too sunny. And I'm really lucky because the song thrush is nesting in that bush there. So two birds are popping back and forward, and I can get great views of them close up. And they're really tame because they're nesting right next to the house. And you can see the nest that she's built in the garden. You see she's staring out. She's just sat on the edge of the nest. She's got 2 eggs at the moment. So we're just going to think of it as a weight there. Then, so the next bit is where the legs. So how's that going to balance? I'm thinking of using this line to say, well, where is the pivot point on that weight? It's about there. So the leg's got to come out from there, and then it's got to flex at an angle that makes sense to connect the bird to the ground. So I just kind of do that as a starting point. So again, I'm going to try and create this soft edged effect by mixing this yellow colour to drop in. And I expect that's going to allow me to suggest some of the shadows here, and then at the same time begin to describe a few of the edges around the bird. I'm using the edge of the brush just to pick up the texture and the grain on the paper, and creating this kind of softening, scrumbled edges, which kind of give a vignette feel to the edge of the picture. Okay, first things first is going to be the kind of yellow blush that the song thrush has down the middle of the body, like that. So mix this up ready, and it comes kind of down here. It's stronger than you'd imagine. It's almost an orangey colour, but not quite, certainly gold, sort of bright gold. And I'm painting it in much brighter than I intuitively expect it to be, knowing that this is going to dry out on the page and slightly soften. Next is just to paint in the eye. I'm going to do this in one flat colour this time. So some of the mark is definitely this kind of rufous brown, almost with a yellowish colour in it. So that's going in there, but I'm going to have to mix another colour in a moment to make that contrast. So that's the greeny grey, and the next bit down here is bizarrely I need to paint it in yellow, actually yellow here, and I had to strangely strong golden colour in this bit. Key part is going to be the shadow just here, just one line like that, which is just going to describe the shape of the bird above. Okay, so doing the legs now, really light pink colour here. Just filling in, and that, if anything, is just too dark, so I'm going to lift out a little bit with tissue. One last strengthening of this edge here, painting colour behind it. weird thing you notice on the spots on the song thrush is this weird bluish sheen on the black, this kind of sort of sheeny petrol-y colour. So I'll try and do that by just a very light glaze over here. Let's see if that dries off properly. So I've just put a highlight on the bill, and I'm just going to put a couple of highlights here on the edge of the snail's shell to make it kind of sparkle a little bit. Getting to the more final stages, and this is a tricky bit. Rather than just putting a straightforward highlight in the eye, I'm going to paint a light area in the top. This using blue and a little bit of gouache. So I'm doing that. I'll probably highlight it with a tiny fleck of white later. So that's the first stage. So some of the brown spots first. Next is just to paint in the eye. I'm going to do this in one flat colour this time. So some of the mark is definitely this kind of rufous brown, almost with a yellowish colour in it. So that's going in there. But I'm going to mix another colour in a moment to make that contrast. So that's the greeny grey, and the next bit down here is bizarrely I need to paint it in yellow, actually yellow here, and it's a strangely strong golden colour in this bit. At the edge of the secondaries, these feathers here, I'm leaving out, and then it becomes dark brown at the very tip. I'll define this properly later, but it just gives me the basis to go over it. There you go. Key part is going to be the shadow just here. Just one line like that, which is just going to describe the shape of the bird above. Okay, so doing the legs now, really light pink colour here. Just filling in on that. If anything, it's just too dark, so I'm going to lift out a little bit with tissue. Go. So some of the brown spots first. Getting to the more final stages, and this is a tricky bit. Rather than just putting a straightforward highlight in the eye, I'm going to paint a light area in the top. This using blue and a little bit of gouache. So I'm doing that. I'll probably highlight it with a tiny fleck of white later. So that's the first stage. A weird thing you notice on the spots on the song thrush is this weird bluish sheen on the black, this kind of sort of sheeny petrol-y colour. So I'll try and do that by just a very light glaze over here. Let's see if that dries off properly. last strengthening of this edge here. Painting colour behind it. And sign.